All right. So, I wanted to save this to last because I had someone on my live stream yesterday say this is oozing John Tobias. I did hear rumors a while ago that apparently he was coming back in some sort of um, you know, consultation type mode or whatever. But I will say, now I don't know 100%, right? But when I started watching MK1 trailer, um, I haven't felt that way about a Mortal Kombat game in a really long time. It felt like, it really felt like a harken back to something that I have I've missed so much. I love I love Japan. I love Asian themed stuff in general anyway. So Mortal Kombat, like with its ninjas and aesthetic and stuff, really appealed to me like 100%. Like it was just like, I'm all in. That's how I felt ever since the beginning. And we know that John Tobias is like, I think he was like the main dude, like who formulated like pushing all of that and whatnot. So when he left MK, I still hate it. I still hate it. I really wish that that he never left, but obviously there was reasons for it. But he was also part of the MK comics in the 90s, unless I got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure his name's on the insert. And they're amazing. Now, if that's true, if John Tobias is involved, it explains a lot of what we're seeing. How everything feels like it's kind of taken a step back in being just over the top. I mean, you look at the ninjas in MK11. They dress like samurais, for God's sakes, right? Everything feels really scaled back. Even like Liu Kang as Fire God feels like he's like more realistic. It's almost like these characters have a much more grounded reality in the creation of them on screen. The ninjas, the sisters, the two Kung Laos that we saw, Shang. Everything feels like it's kind of look. Let's just make it as if like we were in this fantasy land and you saw them. How would it look? Do we want them dressing like extras and characters from Mortal Kombat Conquest? Not that I'm against the ladies. Or do we want it a little bit more grounded? If this man is involved, I guarantee you that's the reason why. I guarantee you the mystical Asian mythological feel of Mortal Kombat will be his thing. Because why would he come back? Why would they get him back unless they go, you know what, it feels like it's gone crazy. That's why to me, like newer MK games like 10 and 11 felt very alien to me, because it felt like we're moving away from that mysticism and that aesthetic in favor of this just weird generic, not just a world, but like even the stages and stuff like that just sort of didn't feel, really good. So, and leaning into the cameo fighters that you can choose, which is essentially assist characters, not tag. I'm wondering if anyone has read the MK comics from the 90s. I haven't read anything since. Like I bought all the MK comics. I've got them in a folder over on the shelf. I've also got digital copies, so that way I can, get pictures and stuff from. And they are brilliant. And there are so many side characters that aren't part of, standard like player characters that we've had in Mortal Kombat. Things like Sonya's partner that got killed, Hydro, which is part of the Lin Kuei clan with Sub-Zero, Sing and Sang, Siang, which is part of the Order of Light. There was the Combatant, which was like a six-armed Goro character that showed up in the Goro comic. There's actually a lot of characters that are in the comics that would be perfect as cameo characters. So what you're doing is you're introducing these characters. Some of them have actually shown up in Mugen games, like the floating priests in the portal stage and the tower stage. They actually are playable characters in Mugen games, in Mugen Mortal Kombat games. So you could take all of these characters that we've seen, right? You could get the guardsman at the front of the courtyard, or sorry, at the back of the courtyard, MK1, right? You could get all of these like characters that we've seen in the background or in comics and things like that, and go, yeah, okay, yeah, well, like we'll have them as cameo characters. Again, if this man is involved, that'd be cool. That will be effing amazing, dude. Right? Because I love the way this dude thinks. I love the way he sees Mortal Kombat. I love the way he draws Mortal Kombat. I love the story involved with Mortal Kombat. And it comes from, like, I know Ed Boon had a hand in it, but I always felt like he was like the artistic / storyline dude, you know, who was, you know, formulating the premise of everything. I'd love to see that. You could have a monk as a cameo character. You know, you could have a Tarkatan as a cameo character. Another Shogun, another Centaur. You know, things like that. You could have King Jared, right? You could have King Jared. Oh, they might even make him playable. Imagine, oh man, jeez, imagine that, right? Because like you look at the trailer, they're in Edenia, right? It looks like Edenia. Now, if people don't know, Edenia is how it looked before. Like that's the world, and then Shao Kahn invaded and corrupted it, and it turned into our world, right? So it's the same place, but you can see in the trailer, like everything looks great, right? So yet Melina's there, which would indicate that both Shang Tsung and Shao Kahn are involved. So that's the interesting part of the storyline. What's going on there? Did Shao Kahn invade and destroy it? Is he in the background? You know, like it's whew, you don't know. But again, like if JT is involved, it would make a hell of a lot of sense. Some of the stuff I'm seeing, the feel I'm getting, the vibes from the trailer and the character design, the feel of it, it makes a lot of sense, right? You compare the characters that we've seen so far, compare them to how they look in MK11. Now you go, oh well, that's just, you know, because they're in the past and into the future. No, I mean, don't give me that crap, right? Don't give me that crap, all right? It's not that at all, okay? No self-respecting ninja dresses like a damn samurai. A, you're loud and heavy and just cumbersome. It's silly, right? I got no problem. I actually love the design of the ninjas in this. And you know what they need to do? If they add Reptile, which I'm assuming they will, right? Reptile needs to be done like Melina, okay? The original Reptile, like they hid behind human, right? Like a human type persona. But I'd love to see the Reptile eyes, right? But then it's still like human and they could like tear his face off. That was part of Reptile, and then they just turned him into a reptile. Stupid. There he is up there, right? Top corner. Top left corner. And that was... Anyone that's watched the TV show V, the one from, I think it was the 80s, and then they redid another one. It was a race of lizards, essentially, like aliens that came and they were like lizards, and you peel the skin up and you can see the stuff underneath. I often wonder if that was the inspiration for Reptile for the game from the TV show, because it absolutely fits it. But that was part of Reptile's appeal, was this, you know, you don't know that he's actually like this reptilian creature underneath. And that, you know, whether you could say it's magic, I don't know, like if you want to sort of go that extra step, because if you're trying to justify certain things and whatever, you know, where's his claws and stuff. But I still love that aspect of Reptile, and again, it just feels like it all came from this dude's brain, like, you know, and so I'm very curious. Do you guys know if he's actually back in some capacity? That'd be cool, man. Like that would be really cool. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. This video is on GamerHub.tv or GamerHub TV. This was done 2 years ago. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, catch you next time.